Thanks for joining us back on the channel. So I just wanted to run through with you what's going on with the Ironstone Railway Trust here in Northampton, which I volunteer at. Just want to give you a little insight into what we've been up to through the last few months before we open. Lots of maintenance, lots of different things that needed to be fixed before we could open up. So a little bit of a promotional video really, so hopefully you can have a look around with us. I'll just show you a few things and go up the line in a second. Been some points installed, we're going to have a look at those. Right, okay, so we're inside the coach, which is our CAF. We had some issues with some flooring, which is getting repaired. We've been working really hard. We've got Dave here and George. So we're going to just show you what we've been up to. So this is the seating area. This is just looking back at the CAF. I know it looks a little bit all over the place at the minute, but it is what it is. So we're going to get all these floor tiles back laid again because they've had to replace, which you can see there, the flooring.
All this wood's new.
Yeah.
That's all new. Most of the wall below the windows, that side, is all new. And now we just got the task of putting the tiles back down. Which is,
yeah, because the trouble is with these old Mark 1 coaches, they suffer with a lot of floor rot. Yeah. We've got the same issue in one of the other coaches, but you know, it's one of these tedious tasks that we're going to try and get around to do, but we're making a start in this one anyway, so this is looking really nice.
These should last a few years now. We're going to seal the outside. We've got an issue with the guttering outside.
Yeah.
But the sealer's already here to do that. We're going to get Rich climbing on the roof to do that.
Okay, so you've done a really good job in here. Great stuff. Right, so I'll just move on to the next area and show you around. Right, okay, so we're just walking through the coach where we've got our cafe. So this is going through to the second coach down, which is our model railway coach, which I'm having a lot of involvement in getting this built. So this is the ongoing progress. This gives you an insight into what this looks like. Let's just scan back down for you. It's going to be a lovely looking layout once it's finished. And then we've got the second part of this coach, which is another O-gauge model railway. It might even be G-scale. I'll have to ask one of the chaps. This has been all cleared and made nice now, so people can walk through nice and safely and then exit out of there at the end of the coach. Right, so going back through the model railway coach, and down this end we've got our second coach, which we've made a nice platform through here going into the second coach. This is going to be a bit of a storage workshop sort of area for us to do bits and pieces in here. Anything to do with the garden railway, the model railway. We've got going to put some workbenches up at the end, so we've got somewhere to do some bits and pieces as and when. So we're just going over to the garden railway, which is near completion. Ken's been working very hard, and so the other guys are trying to get this to a state where we can run trains, and it's looking absolutely lovely. Look at that, nice large outside. We call it our garden railway, won't we? And what scale are we running, Ken? We're going to be running
We've got G-scale on the outside. There's a gauge 1 track on the next one.
Yeah.
And the other one is O-gauge.
O-gauge.
So that's 45 and 32 mil.
Right. And this has all been laid now and we've still got some bits and pieces to do. It's going to take a bit of time, you know, all this sort of stuff does take time. We've got some lovely bridges there. Ruben's showing us how they work. That's so we can access the middle part of the layout, which is nice. Aren't they great? Look at those. And they're all handmade, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff. Right, so this is the garden area and kids' playground that we've still got, and looking really nice. All the flowers are growing. All the boards is looking good. We've just been laying, or still in process of laying, this patio, which is a seating area outside the cafe. So that's going to hopefully get done by the time we open. Find Chris, which is our gardener. She's normally doing a little thing here and there. Hi, Chris.
Hello.
So you've been looking after the garden areas now for a few years, haven't you?
I must have been, yeah.
Yeah. It's all looking very pretty now, isn't it?
Well, I do my best.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, these things take time and it's a lot of work. And as you can see, it's all looking all right.
Yeah.
So there's your garden railway there, just to the back. Okay, we're going to have a little wander down to the main building, which is where the museum is. And we're going to have a look in there, just show you around, give you a briefing. Okay, so right, this is our little museum area. And there's a couple more locos in here. And there's our steam engine, which is out of ticket at the moment. It's waiting to be stripped and obviously inspected again. We're hoping to get it done this year. If not, it's going to be next year. That's all up in the air at the moment. So just going back into the museum area, I just want to show you something for all you followers that actually know I'm into my Great Central. And there's this up here which I want to show you. Now, if you understand the Great Central, you understand what that's for. And that is definitely Great Central related. And that's the only one I've actually seen in existence. And that's your mile post. That would have been the actual gradient of the Great Central Railway, 1 in 176. Isn't that great? Absolutely love that. So we're just doing a couple of tests with the brake van because he's just fitted a new air valve. So just doing a few tests to make sure that's all good. Right, okay, so we're going to have a little look into the area where we got all our stock. So there's some work in progress on the coaches at the back. There's some good news that we got lots of points installed now. So all the main points that we use for bringing the trains out on our running days, we've got the points installed. Sorry, the point levers installed. I'll just scan and you can see one just over there. So, believe it or not, that was quite a task to get them fitted, especially the main one up by the crossing to the park. So that's one of our main points up there, which I'll take you to shortly. So still a lot of bits of tidying up to do. So we've got all these little walkways now that we can walk safely across. And so here we go, there's our Fowler, which is our main running train, or loco, should we say. And there's been a bit of work done on that recently, so it's had a new vacuum fitted, so that's all ready to go. There you go, Charles Wake Fowler. And there's our brake van. And there's our second Southern Railway brake van. There's some work going on these wagons. When we do some opening days, we're going to do some demonstrations on site of shunting. So I'll just take you into our main shed. Hi Toby. So a few things have been going on in here over winter and spring, getting lots of things ready. Work in progress. What have you been up to, Toby?
Well, this is one of the valves at the bottom of the brake van.
Okay.
It holds all the brakes, and it has decided that it's past its best. So we've got a new one, and I'm just swapping over all the fittings at the minute, ready to go back on.
Brilliant. So just coming outside of the museum, we've got this lovely area here, just showing some different artefacts of the Ironstone and what this area really was originally. There are some lovely old tippers there. That would have been a different sort of gauge railway. It would have originally run through this site. It would have been this scale, I would have thought, because not your standard gauge. There's loads of little things to have a look at when you come down here. Got all the different boards explaining what things are. This thing here is getting a little bit of a refurb. See, we've got our Union Jacks flying, which is great. Here's Scruff. This is another 040. More of a non-running thing now. Well, I think it does run. Yeah, I just don't use that one. So in here, you can see the back of the brake vans. So when you come and visit the place, hopefully you can get down here. We've got the platform here which will take you down our line. Go for steam train rides and mainly Fowler rides because the steam's not running at the moment. I'm going to just take you down the track in a second just to show you some of the work that's been happening down there. So over the last couple of years it's been quite hard going trying to keep on top of the maintenance of the track. Lots of little bits and pieces needed fettling, lots of replacement sleepers and installing some points. We've had the tractor sorted out there through the curve, which that's the backyard. This is the line that we'll take along here, coming onto the main point at the gates, which is the main running line. So yeah, it's been very busy the last few months getting all these things sorted out before we open. So here's a set of points that's been installed. Right, so just at our level crossing, which is the walkway into Hunsbury Hill Park, which if you want to have a look in there, you can go in there with the kids and have a look round. So we're just going to have a quick look along the line a second. There's been a lot going on along here, which is just out of sight. All the fencing has been replaced. A lot of clearing has been done. So what we've got here, just up from the crossing into the park, we've got this newly built viewing area, so people can come along and safely stand behind here, and when we've got trains running, they can film or take photos within this area here nice and safely. Nice little viewing area. which has been recently done. So there we go, there's a bit of an insight into what's been going on down here at the Einstein Railway Trust in Northampton. So hopefully all things the way they've been going and going well, we're going to be open on the 25th and 26th of May this year, running through the whole of summer. So hopefully you can get down here, come and have a look, have a wander around. We've got the museum, we've got the cafe, we've got the garden model railway, we've got the coach, inside coach model railway, and train rides for everyone to enjoy up the line. So look forward to seeing you. Please subscribe, like, share, and we'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now.